winner of the New Jersey Press Association's Most Innovative Award.
Welcome back to Greater Media Broadcast News. I'm Susie Shea, bringing you the top headlines in Central New Jersey. Here's what's going on in your neighborhood. Extreme races, oyster legislation, water safety, chasing yesterday, and going green. As the weather warms up, New Jerseyans are preparing for marathons of all distances. But for some, the typical 5K isn't challenging enough. Some opt for more extreme events, such as the Tough Mudder, a muddy obstacle course that spans 10 to 12 miles. Races like these test both physical strength and mental grit, and there are a bevy of options for those interested. Runners can opt for moderate events, such as the Warrior Dash, which is a 5K with 12 obstacles, or extreme ones such as the Spartan Races, a long-distance endeavor that can last more than 70 hours. But no matter how challenging the marathon is, participants can typically end the race with a cold beer at the finish line. For more on the races open to New Jerseyans this summer, see your Greater Media newspaper today. And here's Mark Grossman with more headlines.
Several environmental organizations that might otherwise support a solar energy project now find themselves trying to stop such a project before it gets off the ground. Executives at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson recently announced plans to build a solar energy array that would provide electricity for the theme park. A closer look at the plan revealed that tens of thousands of trees will be clear-cut to make way for the energy-generating facility. The potential loss of a forest in Jackson is what has environmental groups up in arms, and they have filed a complaint in State Superior Court to try and short-circuit Great Adventure's proposal. The plaintiffs assert that creating the 90-acre solar power site would be counterproductive to the benefits of solar energy. A Six Flags spokeswoman said executives are aware of the environmentally sensitive nature of the project, but believe it will be a net benefit to the environment. Opponents say the planned deforestation of the property could harm the local watershed and nearby water sources. For more about this issue, see this week's news transcript, Examiner, and Tri-Town News.
A proposed bill addresses the importance of oysters, and not just the ones you find at a restaurant. Here's Adam Ujago.
A bill working its way through the state legislature would lift the NJDEP's ban on the cultivation of commercial shellfish in potentially contaminated waters. The bill was introduced by State Senator Gerald Cardinale and is intended to allow a research project conducted by the New York-New Jersey Baykeeper to return to its original location in Keyport Harbor. According to the Baykeeper, the research, which is currently being conducted at Naval Weapons Station Earl in Middletown Township, would produce more accurate and reliable data in Keyport Harbor, where conditions are more typical of many other areas in the larger Hudson-Raritan estuary. Proponents of the bill said the study could help develop an understanding of where oysters thrive, a potential boon to the ecology of the estuary. Oysters are adept at filtering water, and their tendency to grow in oyster reefs creates both a habitat for other species and protection for coastal communities against stormwater surges. However, the DEP has defended the shellfish ban, citing the potential for poaching of the oysters as a threat to public health and South Jersey's thriving shellfish industry. Cardinale's bill passed the Senate Environment and Energy Committee with 4 votes in its favor. State Senator Linda Greenstein abstained. A bill remains in the Assembly before the Agricultural and Natural Resources Committee. For more on Cardinale's bill, the Baykeeper's research project, and the rehabilitation of the Hudson-Raritan estuary, see your local Greater Media newspaper.
And here are the headlines you need to know. It's the season of film festivals, and a Marlboro native is making his mark on the local scene. Joseph PER-NEES' new film, Chasing Yesterday, has been making its rounds at screenings such as the Garden State Film Festival, where it won the Best Homegrown Feature Film Award. The next stop is Soho International Film Festival in New York City. For some, a trip to France is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Well, that opportunity will become a reality for 60 members of the Old Bridge High School Marching Band. On June 3rd, the band will perform at a ceremony commemorating the 71st anniversary of the D-Day invasion of Normandy. After operating at a loss in the past, Monmouth Park officials are finally seeing some financial progress. After 2 straight years of increased attendance and handle, the racetrack will at least break even this year and maybe show a little profit. This development comes at a time when the state continues to pursue legalized sports betting. A builder has been chosen for the construction of the new James Monroe Elementary School in Edison. Dobco Construction Services won a $19 million contract for the reconstruction of the school, which was destroyed by a fire in March of last year. Construction begins within the next 2 weeks. And here's Tim Morris with an update on the local sports scene.
The Monmouth County Track and Field Championships at Homedale High School had the look of a state championship meet. The county is so rich in talent that most of the events featured state-ranked, if not nationally ranked competitors. Some went head-to-head in what could be seen as previews of state championship races. One of the marquee races of the day was the girls' 1,600 meters, featuring state champions Kira Roach of Freehold Township and Homedale's Marin Warner. Roach, wearing number 1, and Werner, number 2, were the top 2 seeds for the 1,600 meters. They let Neve Hayes of Howell set the pace early, even though it would mean that the race would be decided on the last lap. What mattered most to Roach was staying in front of Werner. Wall's Lauren Carabin in red was the first to make a move on the last lap, which Roach quickly covered. With 200 to go, Roach put on the afterburners with Werner in hot pursuit. The home stretch looked like the 100-meter dash, with Roach holding off her rival to win the county championship. Rumson Fairhaven's Charlie Volkel in the middle lane, number 3, proved that he can do more than just run over defensive players on the football field. He won the title as the county's fastest runner, overpowering the 100-meter dash finals field. The boys' 1,600-meter race began like the girls, with a pack developing at the front, with no one ready to really take the pace. But, unlike that race, Christian Brothers Academy state champion Blaze Farah decided to break things up early with a surge. By the end, he was clear of the field, and it was a race for second place, as yet another CBA distance runner captured a county championship. This jump, early in the competition, won the long jump for Freehold Township's Dominique Panton, who is an All-American in the triple jump, which she would win later in the competition. In the multi-phase triple jump, it was Colts Neck's Kevin Murch who outjumped the competition. The view from above at the start of the girls' 400-meter dash. St. John Vianney's Monica Heil, wearing the yellow top and black shorts, will dominate this race, motoring away with each stride. Off the turn, it's another race for second place. This is Tim Morris for Greater Media Newspapers.
With more families going out on their boats in the summer, water safety is now an even bigger issue, and one local town is taking note of this. Jeremy Grossman has more.
3 new signs have been installed in Red Bank to inform both novice and advanced boaters about boating safety and the importance of wearing life jackets. Signs were placed in 3 borough sites, Maple Cove, Marine Park, and a launch site on Chapin Avenue, warning boaters about unpredictable winds, currents, and water temperatures, and reminding them to always wear life jackets. The signs were donated by the David P. Civilli Foundation for Boating Awareness, which was formed following the tragic loss of David Civilli in 2010. The 26-year-old Tinton Falls resident died from uncontrollable weather on the Shrewsbury River while he was out kayaking. He was not wearing his life jacket. The foundation has installed multiple signs throughout shore towns like Little Silver, Long Branch, Rumson, Point Pleasant, and Fairhaven. David's mother, Joan Civilli, encourages anyone with ideas for where to place the signs to reach out to her. For more information about the foundation, boating safety, and to contact them with ideas for a sign location, visit the davidpcivillifoundation.org.
School districts in Monmouth and Ocean counties are recruiting graduate students to help their schools become greener. Here's to Kayla Marsh.
Schools in Monmouth and Ocean counties will be working with graduate students to help implement energy-saving initiatives. As part of the Sustainable Jersey for Schools program, the Climate Corps Fellowship Program of the Environmental Defense Fund will send 3 graduate students starting in June to 7 districts within the county to help evaluate and implement energy-saving initiatives for the district. Some of the districts include the Long Branch Public School District, the Matawan-Aberdeen Regional School District, the Shrewsbury Borough School District, and the Ocean Township School District. For more information on the program and the districts participating, check out this week's independent newspaper.
For more in-depth coverage and additional stories, see your Greater Media newspaper today. Keep up with the latest headlines by liking us on Facebook at facebook.com/Greater Media Broadcast News or following us on Twitter at GMedia News. I'm Susie Shea. See you next time.